Hey, Corey Maselli here with Squat Life Interviews. Special guest number 5, the Superhuman Matt Minuth. Matt, I'm going to rattle through a few highlights of your lifting career that I'm well aware of, and you can chime in any time and give us any commentary. An 1,157-pound squat.
51.
1,151-pound squat at 242 weight class or 275.
That was 244 that day.
So a huge 275-pound lifter. Lifetime best bench press, 925 pounds.
Correct.
Lifetime best deadlift?
765.
Yeah, you say it like it's not a big lift. That's an awesome lift. It's huge. Okay, Matt, one thing I want to get into right away, and you've been consistent as heck. When was the first time you attempted a 900-pound bench press? I know it was a number of years ago. I think it was overseas somewhere.
Oh, yeah, actually, the first time I attempted one was, I think, in the 2009 WPC Championships in
Okay.
England.
Yeah, so Matt's been handling weights like this for a decade plus. And one common thing I've seen with the lifters that I've interviewed so far is they have a very unique way of reaching the state of mind for performing such lifts. How could you summarize the state of mind that you get into to do that type of lift, Matt?
Oh, yeah, for me it's a little bit different. I try to actually calm myself down.
I've noticed that.
I say a quick prayer. I ask God for protection. I ask God to protect my spotters. I take about 8 big deep breaths and then just visualize the lift and try to calm down.
Sure. It works. No question.
Yeah.
Goals for your upcoming lifting meets, whatever those meets happen to be. Numbers. Where do you see your squat, bench, and deadlift reaching eventually?
Well, right now, my squat and my deadlift are down due to a little mishap with a belt that happened at the 2019 WPO Championship. So I'm building back up to that. But that mean I had some big goals. I was hoping to squat 1,200 at that one and
Sure.
bench, upper 9s and deadlift, hopefully in the upper 7s and low 8s of that meet. And that didn't happen. So
I can share what happened. You had a lever belt, correct?
I had a lever belt, yeah.
And as you went down to the bottom of the squat, kaboom, right?
Yeah, I was taking my last warm-up. It was about 10:40-ish.
Okay.
And I didn't seat the prongs all the way in. Got to the bottom of the rep, and the belt ripped right through the leather. The prongs ripped through the leather and released all that intra-abdominal pressure. And yeah, that was that.
That seems a miracle you came out of it as strong as you did, because it's a lot of force for the body to take on all at once.
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't feel like I got hurt at that point. Came up with the weight, and then about an hour and a half later, I was hurting pretty bad that day. So. And back to the drawing board ever since.
Matt, when you're not running your gym, training for a meet, you're a police officer full-time in Naperville, Illinois.
Yep.
Quick, just give us first thing that comes to mind, the most memorable or eventful experience that you can share with us as a police officer.
Oh, memorable good or memorable bad?
Let's get one of these. Yeah, let's start with good.
Some good ones. I've had some really great opportunities as a police officer. Every day you get a chance to be a police officer is just a great thing because you really do get an opportunity to give back if you're trying. A little boy who had accidentally got a zip tie stuck around his neck.
Holy smokes.
He was playing around, I think, with his older brother or a cousin, and I don't know if they were goofing around with it, thinking it was a necklace or something, but they tried to get it off and pulled it tighter, and then he started not being able to breathe and panicking and ran over to Mom, and Mom didn't know what to do, and she tried to pull it off and essentially turned it into a noose. And it got there, and the little guy was knocking on.
What age kid was he?
I think he was like 8 or 9.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe even younger.
Either say the mother was in complete panic mode.
Yeah, complete panic mode, and he was knocking on the door. He was pretty close to dead already, and face was blue as can be, or not purple, and eyes were rolled back and done. And luckily, I had a little multi-tool I carry on me. Like every day I go to work, and I was able to get the plier end into it. And it's got a little cutting device, for basically cutting wires. And was able to wedge it in there after a little while and crank it off and pop it off, and then was able to save him. So that was a good day. But had a few good days like that.
That's awesome.
Had the opportunity to save some people's lives, and those are always the best days. And then, like on the other end of the spectrum, there's a lot of weird things that police officers deal with that a lot of people just, you don't think about it in the day-to-day routine, dealing with suicides and stuff like that. That's
Right.
the other end where it's hard, and, dealing with people's families after somebody's died. And
That to me, that's got to be the most brutal part of it. Man.
yeah.
I would imagine.
And that could be a pretty regular thing that kind of beats down on you, so
Understandably.
having a place like this to come, and where you got a good support system, a lot of friends after work on a day like that, it makes it nice to, take off the police hat and then put on the gym outfit and,
Sure.
go work out with some friends and relieve some stress. So this is a big blessing to have the gym, and have good friends like you around, and yeah.
That leads me to the next question. Lifting for you. Escape, art, sport. Probably a little bit of both, or all three rather. What's your commentary on those aspects?
It's an escape. It's an escape. Going to the gym and working out, it's a gift. It's a luxury that we have to be able to, one, to afford, and two, that, we've been given in this country, that how many people around the world have never seen the inside of a gym, or if they're working out in a third world country, they're working out with concrete blocks or something
Sure.
fast, and it's definitely an escape, and it's a luxury in that respect. I started working out when I was 14. I was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome, OCD, and ADHD, and was really struggling every day to kind of get through school, and a whole lot of different respects. And
Sure.
I overheard a doctor talking to my mom at the time, and mentioned that exercise helps ease, the symptoms of it. And the medication I was taking at the time was terrible, and it made me shake all day long, almost like I had Parkinson's. And so that night I went home and I started exercising in my bedroom. I think I picked up a book bag full of books and started doing bicep curls
That's
with it,
cool.
push-ups on the floor, and then ever since then I've worked out, typically 5 to 6 days a week, and all my symptoms have almost completely go by the wayside.
Yeah, I think that's spreading that bit of information can be helpful to a lot of people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I did not a well-known fact. Maybe it's more well-known than it was at that time, but gosh, it probably helped a ton of people.
I mean, how many kids even nowadays, they're on medication
Yeah.
for, everything under the sun, and you think about their day-to-day lives where they're